What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the last day of my Venus palette resurrection. This is day 2 of my Venus 2 palette resurrection and I think this is my favorite look so far of the entire week. I think this is the one that I like the best, which I don't know, it seems like I've said that about like every look that I've done, like every day, like, oh, this one's the best, no, I like this one the best, no, I like this one, but no, I think I mean it this time. I think this might be my favorite, this one or the one with the duochrome no foundation. I don't know, it's between those two, but anyway, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and if you do happen to recreate any of these looks or you have recreated any of these looks, please tag me on Instagram. I might not post there all the time because I don't know, I just completely neglect my Instagram. However, I do get on there and like scroll through my feed and I do get notifications if somebody tags me, so please tag me and let me see your looks. Speaking of which, thank you to Tiny Brown Painter. I will link her Instagram account down below. She actually recreated my Rebel look with the duochrome and I love it, and it's amazing. I love seeing like the looks that I do on other people. It's really cool, so continue to tag me if you feel like it. You don't have to if you don't want to, totally up to you. Anyway, today I'm gonna show you how I got this look. This is using, of course, only the Venus 2 palette. I think I'm definitely ending this week on a high note. I've had so much fun filming these tutorials and using the same palettes over and over. It's so interesting, I learned so much. I'm forced into a creative mindset, which is, you know, something that isn't always easy when you're using new products all the time. I learned so much more about makeup when I use the same products over and over as opposed to using brand new products. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this week. Let's go ahead and start the last tutorial. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes. I used the Makeup Revolution, that new concealer called Conceal and Define, and then I just set that with like a bone colored eyeshadow. I'm gonna be doing a halo eye today. I'm gonna start with Mustard, the yellow shade. I'm gonna try to zoom in if my camera will cooperate. Let's see how long it lasts here. I'm actually gonna put it all over my lid and into my crease. I'm gonna make sure I have kind of a rounded shape. If I'm gonna do a halo eye, I wanna make sure it's the right shape. I'm gonna take a smaller little blending brush, Morphe M506. I'm gonna take Jam, which is the orange shade in the palette. I'm gonna take that right into my crease. And I'm just gonna put that directly in my crease here. Trying not to get it too messy or too far out. Just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Real quick, I'm gonna take some of that mustard shade and put it further in right here, just to get that shape consistent. And bring it up into my brow a little bit. I don't care if the blending on my lid is good or not because it's just going to be covered up here in a little while. I want to make sure that the line that fades around the outside of the eye, that I want to make sure is blended well. Bringing the yellow up onto my brow bone a bit here until I've got the effect I'm going for. As you can see, the difference here between this side and this side. This side's much more like feathered up here than this side. And since I'm gonna have a halo eye, I definitely want there to be like a halo. I'm gonna go in with this little, it's like a stiff pointed, I don't wanna call it a blending brush, but I definitely use it to blend a tiny bit. It's just not really soft enough to be a blending brush, but it's just a pointed little, it's like a pencil brush, but longer. So, I mean, I'm sure a pencil brush would work as well, but this is just really pointed. And I'm going into the shade Mud, and I'm gonna put that right in my socket. I'm just gonna kind of keep my eye open so I know exactly where that line is and go straight in there. The orange and brown shade in this palette are by far the hardest to blend out of all of them. They're very pretty, but they are definitely the hardest to blend. Before I get too crazy with that, I'm actually gonna take Jam, which is the orange shade, put it on my outer corner here. I remember having to go back in and add it earlier when I was like practicing this look. And I'm gonna put it on my inner corner here. I'm I'm basically just connecting that inner and outer orange to the orange in the crease here. Now I obviously am gonna keep blending it, and you would think, oh, it's gonna get muddy, but as long as you don't go up too high, you're fine, at least with this look. I'm just trying to keep it, if I have to blend it at all more than it looks like is necessary, I will blend it down, not up. I am gonna take this little e.l.f. detail crease brush and mud. Keep this right on my outer corner. And inner corner, of course, but. Kinda looks like golden sunlight. There's a door open to walk in. All I want is just beyond. What if I could just let my guard down? What if I could live wide open? Yeah. Yeah, it looks a bit messy. Like I said, those shadows are the hardest to blend out of the bunch, but I'm gonna go back over this brown shade real quick with the orange because my brain will feel better if I do it, whether it makes a difference or not. I'm gonna take some NYX milk. I'm gonna chop the end off of it here, and then I'm gonna put that little chunk of stuff on the back of my hand, like so. Then I'm gonna use my finger to just warm it up, like my body heat, to kind of smear it around and warm it up and make it a little more pasty as opposed to like hard, because I hate drawing with it on my eyelid. It's just cringy to me, like, you know, like tugging on the, like, just take this little Real Techniques detailer brush. Then I'm gonna use this to apply the NYX milk that I just smeared all over my hand. I'm gonna use that to apply it to my eyelid here. And then I'm just gonna put this in that empty space there. Then for the fun part, I'm gonna take Fly, which is that green shade, put that right over that base. I want to keep it over my iris, and then just feather the edges out. And make sure this little brush is clean, and just feather the edges out a little bit here. And back in with the green to kind of fix whatever I blended away. A little tip for doing like halo eyes like this, like avoid over blending them too much, because if you get the shimmer everywhere, then the halo effect is gonna be lost. That's why I like to kind of check and see if my shadow is gonna transfer to my brow bone when I do this. I think that's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's giving me the effect that I want, and that's all that matters to me. So for foundation, I'm just gonna use this IT Cosmetics CC cream in the shade Fair. Partially because I'm trying to decide if I want to declutter it or not, because it just smells different than it used to. Am I the only one who thinks that? Please let me know. I, for some reason, feel like it just doesn't smell. It has like a barfy kind of smell to it. And also it's very, very yellow. I do want like a really full coverage look with this eye look in particular, because this is not one of those looks that my gut will tell me to forgo foundation with, because I already have a lot of yellow and orange tones on my skin that they will just all kind of blend together with all of those. I'm not saying you can't skip foundation with this look, but I think that it makes the look stand out more when I do like full coverage base with this kind of look. It makes it just more vibrant. I don't know. For concealer, I'm gonna use this Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade, this is C2. I'm just gonna build it up in the areas that I need it, starting with my little friend over here. This is another thing I wanna make sure and cover with this look is the blueness right here. Because the last thing I want is my yellow shadow looking green. So I wanna cover those blue veins right there. Really like this concealer, especially when I don't glom it on. glob it on. I think it does a really, really good job. And it's not drying. As you can see, it doesn't look super dry. You can take a little bit of RCMA powder and set my under eyes. Now I'm gonna finish my eyes before I do anything else. Take a little Morphe brush again into mustard and bring it all under my eye here. I'm essentially going to repeat the same steps as the top and mimic it on the bottom. Now I'm going to take that green shade, Fly, put it right under my eyeball here. I'm just gonna do some any like last minute blending that I feel needs to be done. Put a little more yellow on the inner corners here. I'm gonna line my waterline with this Colourpop Mr. Bing. I swear this thing will not die. Like it just won't die. I don't get it. Then I'm gonna put some mascara on. I will be finished with my eyes. Then I'm gonna do my brows and I will come back and finish the rest of my face. All right, now I did my brows a little bit heavier than I normally do just because I wanted it to kind of balance out all the craziness on my eyes a little bit. And now I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face. I use this old bronzer that I've got because it's not as warm as the Butter Bronzer. It's a little bit more cool toned. It's super old and I need to use it up. It's this like something by MAC Delicates. I've had this since like, remember this collection? Whew, remember that? Man, this thing is just, I don't know. I feel like trying all this makeup that I can't decide if I want to declutter or not. So tonight is the night. I love the tone of this, but the texture is terrible. I don't know if you can see this texture, but yeesh. That is like the perfect tone though. I will give it that. Yet another thing, I can't decide whether or not I'm going to declutter. This little Maybelline Master Highlight Face Studio. It's supposed to be a bronzer, I think, but it's a little too peachy for that. I just use it as a blush. It's almost orange. I don't know. I can't decide if I'm going to keep it or not. And finish it off. You know, sometime in the next 5 years. Or just get it the hell out. Highlight, I'm going to use Becca Moonstone because I'm trying to use it. Let's see. I'm going to use Becca's Moonstone. If you're wondering why I've been using it all week, it's because I'm trying to use it up. I've had it too long. I love it, but I'm so close. I can see the finish line. I just need to pare my highlighter stash down a bit. I am high lit. Freaking statue over here. For lips, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. This is in the shade Caramel Cake. It's one of their newer shades that they have. And I love the shade. I just haven't decided how I feel about the texture of it because these can be kind of inconsistent. The gray one though, Sleepy Hollow, I think is still like my favorite lipstick. Almost of all time. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you happen to watch the entire week's worth of palette resurrections, thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am to all of you guys. This has been a crazy week. It has been like all constant like filming and editing for me, but at the same time I've learned a lot, I've had a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm ending it on a high note. This is definitely my favorite look of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be, just hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.